As YouTube creators, a lot of it is about generating ideas, generating things that we can bring to life through the lens on camera. And I think we have a lot of those, right? Like that's our like A game. That's how we roll. And I never say that. I never say that's how we roll, but I'll keep it in. Okay, here it is. A list of 5 reasons why I believe introverts can make great YouTube creators. This is not controversial because there's not enough demand to make it controversial, right? It's not like there's introverts and extroverts battling against each other for controlling the world. Maybe they are, we just don't see it. But I've been thinking a lot about why I think I can create content as an introvert, as a quiet creator. And I put a list together of what I think are really strong attributes of introverts. Now again, this isn't every single introvert, right? This isn't labeling us all in the same boat and saying, hey, we're all exactly the same. We're under one little bubble. And if you meet any introvert in the world, we're all going to be just like this. And I mean, that's not true, right? And thank God. We're different. But there are some qualities as introverts that I believe we share to some degree on different ratios and scales that can make us actually really great YouTube creators, content creators, quiet creators, right? So let's get into it. So number 1, we're self-sufficient. And what I mean by this is that, by the way, I've got my notebook because I love having that paper and pen. So my notes are here. Don't kill me. I didn't want to rehearse this and remember everything scripted. So I love it in front of me. It's how we create ideas. So being self-sufficient means that as introverts, we're pretty independent, right? We love our own space. We love our downtime to refuel that energy cup. And because of that, as independent people, as self-sufficient motivators, some of the time, some of the time I am not motivated at all and I just want to binge watch Netflix. But that's a whole other story, right? So self-sufficiency as a YouTube creator, how amazing is that? Because think about it. What have we got to do? We've got to plan, create ideas. We've got to shoot video. We've got to edit video. We've got to create thumbnails. We've got to do titles and uploads and all of these things I just mentioned. Unless we have a really big team or the content we're creating is out there, extroverted, out in the world, doing Mr. Beast style, crazy kind of tasks, a lot of it is one-on-one, right? A lot of YouTube creators are solo workers and they have to spend time by themselves. So I think as introverts, being self-sufficient is really a really number 1 powerful thing to have to be a YouTube creator. So there's number 1. I like it. Number 2, we're meaningful with words. What do I mean by that? Well, we're purposeful with what we say. Again, not all of the time, but a lot of the time, because we like to engage in small, concentrated, one-on-one and engaged conversations, we're pretty deep thinkers, right? And maybe you're the same, but I don't understand how to do small talk. Like at parties, at college, I just couldn't deal with it. I'd find any excuse to get out of those situations because small talk isn't my comfort zone. Meaningful communication, using words to create a message is my comfort zone. I love that when I'm switched on and when I have the energy to do it. So because of that, we understand a lot of the time how powerful words can be. And as a YouTube creator, if we need to get a message across to another human through that camera lens, because we understand the power of words and how much words can have an influence, I think that's a really, really powerful attribute to have. So that's the second thing, right? We are on a roll. Number 3, this is controversial because I've put, we love a good idea. Now, it is a really great thing to have. We are idea thinkers. Introverts tend to be very much in the mind, right? We let our brains wander, they get really busy, and we have loads of creative ideas through that. There are times when that can lead to procrastination, and I have so many ideas. Maybe you have. I mean, let me know in the comment below, what ideas have you had that you've never followed through with? And if I was commenting, I'd be leaving a list of like 20, 30 things, because I think of things, I love these ideas that I have, and then I have another idea 2 days later and that one's like gone. So to actually follow through with something and bring it into fruition, create that life for that idea, that's a whole other ball game. But as YouTube creators, a lot of it is about generating ideas, generating things that we can bring to life through the lens on camera. And I think we have a lot of those, right? Like that's our like A game. That's how we roll. And I never say that. I never say that's how we roll, but I'll keep it in. So that's number 3. We love a good idea. We've got 2 to go. Number 4, we value connection. Value connection. Think about YouTube. Think about how a channel works. Think about the power to create community and tribe through the audience. And as an introvert, we value connection so much. We value the opportunity to engage with somebody on a deeper than surface level kind of way, right? And so I think that's incredibly powerful as YouTube creators. So as introverts that love to connect one-on-one, we feel a lot of the time that community means a lot more than fame to us. Possibly. Like, I'm past the point of wanting to be famous. I'm past the point. I just want to share and connect with people, like-minded people, people who have the same desire to share. And so actually connection is super important. And I think that's something that we shouldn't take for granted, because there's a lot of people out there who don't think about connection. They think about numbers, they think about subscribers, they think about all of these things of how can I achieve more and more and more at the expense of just connecting with individuals, right? And that's so, so powerful. We're getting there. We got one more. Number 5, just to round it off, we're in touch with our emotions. Yes, introverts can be pretty emotional beings. Is it always amazing? No. Do I wish I was any different? No. Do you wish you were any different? I feel like we're pretty emotional, right? But in a good way, because I feel like we're empathetic towards the feelings of others. And yes, we're in tune with our emotions, but we're quite intuitive people. We're quite intuitive souls that actually, a lot of the time, introverts feel the sensation of other people. They feel the happiness, they feel the sadness, they feel the emotion behind someone else's words or body language. And actually that affects us. And sometimes that's too much and it gets overwhelming. But actually, as creators of content, that we're trying to add value to somebody else through that lens, some other audience member who's come to our channel to watch our content, being empathetic, being in touch with our emotions, being able to deliver content from an emotionally responsive place, that is a skill. And I think it's something that we shouldn't take for granted. I've said it before, and all these things that we just go, oh yeah, that's how we are. Oh yeah, I'm an introvert, I'm an emotional person. I love connection with people. We kind of throw it away sometimes, but those attributes are so, so powerful, and we forget that not everybody has them. And so I would say those 5 things, let's recap it right now. We're self-sufficient, we're meaningful with words, we love a good idea, we value connection, and we're in touch with our emotions. Now, for me, they are 5 things why I believe introverts can be great YouTube creators, content creators, quiet creators. And let me know if you can think of any others, because I got 5. I didn't want to put a list of 20 together, but maybe you can find some and share with the community below, because I think we've got a lot of things that we can offer, right? So think about that. I'm going to think about that. I'm going to add a few more to my personal list and get journaling a little bit more on this. But yeah, we can be great communicators. We can be great connectors. We can be great YouTubers. So let's do it. Why not? Right now. Let's go. Let's go.